come on into the kitchen. You know, the kitchen is actually the heart of the home, and where the heart is where love is. So today I'm going to show you a recipe that you can share with your family and friends and show them as much love as there are great ingredients. So today we're going to make polenta with bacon, and what we're going to do to add a little extra kick to is we're going to add cream cheese. Cream cheese will smooth it out. Cream cheese will bring a richness to the texture, and you'll be surprised when you taste it. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to, of course, start with our bacon. So we're going to cut that up real quick. You may want to make sure that you don't cut your fingers. And one of the things that I find with working with bacon is if you leave it in the freezer for a little bit before you cut it, it will cut a lot easier than what you're seeing me do right now. But you know what? For the sake of time, we are just going to go ahead and slice through this. Now, you may also want to choose a particular type of bacon. I use slab bacon just because it's thicker. It's actually easier for me to cut. You can use just regular bacon that you get at the grocery store. You can use pancetta, which is an Italian bacon, whatever you like. You may not even want to use bacon. You might want to put sausage in it. But bacon kind of gives it a smoky flavor. Don't use a maple bacon because the sweet won't go well with it. Okay, now we're going to take our bacon that we've already got cut up and we're going to put it in the pan so we can fry it. Nothing major. We've all fried bacon before. So, make sure your pan has a little heat to it, but not too hot. It doesn't hurt if you start with a cold pan, but go ahead and get your bacon started, and we will go ahead and continue with the rest of the recipe. So let's start with the polenta portion. Polenta is actually made of cornmeal, yellow cornmeal, easy to find in any grocery store. Don't let the name polenta throw you off, okay? It's real easy. It's like cooking grits. And now we all cook grits. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We've got the water in the pot. I've got 2 cups of milk. So we're going to add the 2 cups of milk. You're probably wondering why I'm doing this on the table, but I just want to make sure you can see everything. And we're also going to add 4 ounces of cream cheese. So let's get that in there. We're going to bring this to a boil. And while it's boiling, we're going to whisk it up to make it smooth. You'd be amazed how rich and luxurious cream cheese does make any recipe. So we've already added it to the milk and the water. We're going to go ahead and put this on the stove, bring it to a boil, and see what happens next. Go ahead and begin to whisk your milk and water and cream cheese mixture. It's at a boil. You're going to see some little particles floating around. That's just from the cream cheese, so don't be worried. We're going to bring the temperature down to a medium. I put it up a little high just to get us started. Bring the temperature down to a medium. And this is the important part, because when you're dealing with polenta, just like when you're dealing with grits, you do have to stir it, whisk it continuously. So in order not to overcook it, I'm going to take it down even a little further. Now we're going to add our yellow cornmeal. And just go ahead and pour that in, but continue to stir it. You want to make sure that everything gets incorporated and there are no lumps. Alright, there we go. Get a nice golden color on top of your milk mixture. And you're going to notice that it's going to quickly thicken up. So keep stirring. Don't let that freak you out. Now we're going to add our garlic. Pinch of salt and pepper. And again, just keep stirring. Now that your polenta has a thick consistency, we're going to add the last of our few ingredients. We're going to whisk in your Parmesan cheese. Now you can use grated, or you can use the stuff that comes in a bottle that you throw on top of your spaghetti. I use a combination of the both. Just gives it a better texture. You don't want to use all grated stuff that comes in a bottle because it will dry out your polenta. Now for some color, we're going to add parsley. I chop up flat leaf parsley, but you can use curly parsley. Flavors are slightly different. The flat leaf has a sharper flavor, but it's just based on your preference. Now at this point, we have turned the burner off. because we don't want the polenta to cook anymore, because it is going to continue to cook in the oven. So you don't need any more heat. Okay, now we're going to take the whisk out because we're going to add the cheese. And I've already added the bacon that we fried up before. So just throw your Monterey Jack cheese in there. Stir it up. Make sure it gets all through there. And you're just about done. This is a quick and easy recipe. I like to call it easy elegance because it really does look like you spent a lot of time. But as you can see, it doesn't take very much time at all. It's a matter of putting everything in your pot, stirring it up, getting the right temperature, and now we're ready to go to our oven portion. Our final step is to put your polenta in an 8x8 pan. It's already been sprayed with non-stick cooking oil. You can see the color of the bacon, you can see your parsley, you can even see the cheese in there. It's a great color, warm and inviting. Spread that out, make sure you get an even layer. And this may be another odd step. When I first did it, I really didn't understand why, but it makes such a big difference. You're going to pour heavy cream on top of it. This will bake into it and make sure that your polenta doesn't get too dry, because at that point you'll just be eating a brick. So spread that out. All we need to do is put it in your preheated oven, which was set at 400 degrees. And we're going to bake this for 25 to 30 minutes. You'd be amazed. Easy recipe, elegant recipe, and everybody's going to love it. So why don't we let this cook, and I'll show you what it looks like when we plate up. Now that we've baked the polenta for 25 to 30 minutes at 400 degrees, this is what you're going to get as your final presentation. You can see the creaminess, you can see the richness, and you know what, I just enjoy the plate because it kind of matches with the food. So when you're serving, think about that. Match your colors, contrast your colors, but remember, cooking food is all about love and sharing your love with your friends. So give it a try, easy and elegant. I'm Jade, and I appreciate you coming to my kitchen.